More often than not, superstars come from the power nations of the world game. But there are exceptions. In Wales, football plays second fiddle to its full-contact cousin, rugby. Its national football team, the Dragons, have only qualified for a major international tournament once in their history, the 1958 World Cup. But while Wales may be a tiny football nation, it has produced two of the game's giant names. Ryan Giggs inherited his balance and athleticism from his father, Welsh rugby player Danny Wilson, but no one has more football in their blood. He's the only player who scored in every season of the Premier League since its inception in 1992. And he's made over 1,000 appearances for club and country. Gareth Bale has just as much sporting pedigree, excelling as a schoolboy not only in football, but in rugby, hockey and athletics. And after showing enormous potential in the Premier League, he had a breakout year for Tottenham in 2012, sending European clubs clamouring for their checkbooks. Though Giggs and Bale are both left-sided attackers, they are cut from a different cloth. Giggs, as Sir Alex Ferguson once famously said, could leave defenders with twisted blood. In his prime, he was Whippet-like in his running style, a twisty-turny nightmare. Bale is more direct, more powerfully built. He runs in straighter lines, has a cool head with every bit as much balance, poise and composure as his childhood hero Giggs. Ryan Giggs was 17 when he first played for Wales, becoming the youngest player ever, a record he held for over 7 years. But he wasn't an instant hit, not scoring until his third year. In 2006, Gareth Bale set a new age record at just 16 years and 315 days when he was called up to play for Wales in a friendly. Bale became the youngest player ever to score for the national team in a Euro 2008 qualifier. Giggs' plethora of Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League medals to Gareth Bale's 0 highlights the gap between the pair. The elder, though, is hailed as one of the greatest players never to appear in a World Cup or European Championship. With 16 years between them, could Bale achieve what Giggs could not? Giggs shot to fame when he broke out for United. In the early 1990s, Giggs was David Beckham at a time when Beckham was being sent on loan to Preston North End. Billed the new George Best with the £1 million boot deal, the lucrative sponsorship deals and the celebrity girlfriends, Giggs had it all. But he suppressed the George Best within to focus on his football. A good choice, it would seem. After turning away from the limelight, Giggs became known for his privacy. He married his longtime partner, Stacey Cook, in a private ceremony in 2007, and they have 2 children. But the George Best of old returned with a vengeance, and in 2011, he was splashed all over the front pages of newspapers. A scandalous affair with reality television star Imogen Thomas, and not long after that, another with Natasha Giggs, his brother's wife. Bale has always been a quiet and private person. He receives sponsorship deals aplenty, but don't expect to see him modelling the next pair of Calvin Klein underwear. The worst publicity Bale's partner, Emma Rees-Jones, has had to endure are rumours of him having his ears pinned back. The pair are high school sweethearts and have a child together. Bale has been BBC Wales Sports Personality of the Year, Wales Player of the Year and the PFA Players Player of the Year. All awards Giggs has also achieved, on top of a Golden Foot, PFA Team of the Century and an OBE for his services to football. Let's face it, the Premier League's all-time greatest player could never be outclassed by anyone, thanks to his superb and seemingly never-ending career. But Bale does have the potential to surpass him in the future.